Now boarding for Rebuild of Joycast, your weekly destination for anime, manga, and more.
Welcome back, everybody. We kind of segued out of last week, getting ready for our primer for the fall 2022 anime season, and there already seems to be a little bit of trouble in paradise ahead of schedule.
Oh, go on.
So Kyle McCarely on Twitter, in a big ball move, brought up the fact that he is probably not returning for Mob Psycho 100 Season 3.
Yeah, I saw that. That's quite...
So big, big, water is wet and people are mad at Crunchyroll on Twitter. What else is new? As they should be. But let's really clarify what's going on here, because I hear a lot of, oh man, I miss Funimation so much because of this, which we now need to make our corrections as the connection. I cannot speak too much for old Crunchyroll, but I can very much speak for old Funimation. I can tell you 100% that the issue that's happening right now is the old Funimation's fault. So what has basically happened, for those who don't know, the Mob Psycho cast, because old Crunchyroll did most of their recordings, because they had responsibility for Mob Psycho before the merger, and they did most of their work in the LA scene, in the LA Burbank scene, where most voice actors, regardless of it being anime or not, are SAG-AFTRA unionized. And that was fine for old Crunchyroll, but that is not necessarily what new Crunchyroll wants under the old Funimation, but more specifically, more importantly, Sony leadership. It's really, at the end of the day, it's Sony's fault. It's always the corpo. Because of Texas's right to work laws, they don't do unions. They don't do union fees. They like to do things very cheap. They're bean counters down there. And so, basically, like, Kyle wanted to do Mob Psycho even at the reduced rate, but because of union, because of SAG-AFTRA, and because of his age in his contracts, he at the very least has to have a negotiation with Crunchyroll. All he needs to do is sit down and talk. That's the only stipulation, and Crunchyroll refuses. And again, that's because of Sony. Because of right-to-work laws in Texas, they will never entertain union contracts. Even the idea of it. And because of that, Kyle can't be Mob. And that's really shitty on Crunchyroll's part. And it sucks because that's only Kyle has come forward. I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of Mob Psycho's cast is going to get recasted now. Because they're all unionized. Unless some of them have different agents or contracts where they could just take the shittier rate, they're probably gone.
I believe the Reagan Arataka voice actor, I'm not sure what the status is on that, but he might be replaced.
That's a whole different situation.
That's a different thing.
That's a completely different thing that I don't want to talk about, because that is the past. That has already been said.
Oh, no, not even that. He like broke fucking, well, he was caught breaking NDA.
Yes, he did a lot of things. Yeah, he did a lot of things. He paid for it. It's in the past. He's good now.
It's weird to think now, because, like, literally, man was gonna be Byleth.
Yes, and he paid for it dearly. It was his dream to be in Smash Bros. If he had to shut his mouth for, like, a few more months, he would have been in Smash Bros. Just think about that.
I know.
But yes.
He would have made Brawl Taunts real.
Yep, but
no, I'm glad I don't live in that time. No.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's the reason why whenever we say on this podcast we say NDAs and we say we can't say things. That's why.
Yeah.
Because you end up like Chris, but Chris has long passed that, and there was other things going on too that he's also settled, and so he's good now. But yeah, he definitely won't be back as Reagan because of that. But we're talking about the rest of the cast. That was a heavily unionized cast, and now they're just gone because Sony, despite a multi-billion-dollar fucking deal, we're still bean counting in Texas.
Yeah. I mean, I've got issues with Crunchyroll and Funimation for different reasons.
But it sucks, and it's like the fact remains that all Kyle wanted was to have a discussion. He just wanted to sit down and talk about it. But that's where we're at. I keep bringing up the term bean counting, and I want to bring this up with the audience because it's very important to understand the current state of the anime industry in the state of a almost complete monopoly now of the Western anime scene. Like I said before, old Crunchyroll was willing to work with unions. But new Crunchyroll, as it's now based in Texas, the last time we had a discussion about this, we talked about how, again, they're trying to get all the voice actors back in Texas. They're reducing their reach for remote
Let's be honest,
recording.
we say new Crunchyroll, but really, Funimation absorbed Crunchyroll, but they took the name with them.
Yes, and that's why I call it new Crunchyroll.
We've talked about this before, haven't we?
Yeah. So that's why. So when I say new Crunchyroll, I'm speaking about Funimation taking the Crunchyroll name under Sony leadership. That's what we mean about it. But we have to address it because it is currently called Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Crunchyroll still exists. Like the LA operations still exist. They still do the anime awards. They still got their VTuber and all the silly cringy shit they do that we talk about and love. But at the end of the day, the corporation now known as Crunchyroll now has new responsibilities and is basically muffing them under Sony leadership. So what's going on? So last time we talked about this, they reduced remote recording because they're trying to get more people back in Texas. Why? It keeps going back to Texas right to work laws. No unions, bean counting. They're getting voice actors as cheaply as possible. And that is so dumb.
Unless you're not in Texas.
Considering how much they're making. This non-unionized voice actor strategy worked in the past. Let's go talk about old Funimation now. Back when it was fucking Chris Sabat and some producers and a bunch of fucking theater actors in Texas. Alright? Back in the day, that worked. Because it was just them. They were independent. And then they did get bought up by another company, but even that company was very small. And that bean counting works there because you're small, you only have so much scratch to work with, and you have a bunch of young, passionate guys who just love to voice act for anime. And that works. The problem is, now you look at a greedy corpo like Sony and they go, wait, you can make $500 million at the box office and pay your guys' fucking pizza money?
Talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Zero.
Yeah,
let's be real. All anime movies in the last couple of years.
Just got on Crunchyroll this weekend. That movie, to my knowledge, and someone can correct me, but I talk to people, I don't think a single voice actor made more than $300 for that entire production. And that movie made hundreds of millions. And all it cost Crunchyroll was a licensing fee. That was probably a couple million. Let's say a highly liberal projection, $100 million. Still made hundreds of $1,000,000. And the actors and the engineers and the director each probably didn't make like a couple $100. For it was probably weeks to a month or more of work. That's pizza delivery men make more money than that. Just so you know, audience. That is the sad, sorry state that we are in right now, and we have to keep talking about it, even if it risks us our opportunities.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't break NDAs, but we need to call out bullshit when we see it.
Absolutely.
And I have to highly commend Kyle. What a big, brave move. And I say that because people on Twitter right now are saying, don't accept a casting call for Mob. Don't audition for the new Mob Psycho cast.
No, someone is going to do that.
Let me tell you from my experiences, because I know old Funimation very well. It's not gonna be a casting call. This is gonna be a heavily internalized, insular call. It's anyone who's in, basically, now I can't say this because I would get in trouble, but I could, for like 99.99% accuracy, I could probably guess the new cast of Mob Psycho right now.
I want to guess.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
But I can guess because I know who drinks the Kool-Aid. And I say that, and that is a very mean thing to say. So let's be a bit understanding that Sony leadership, new Crunchyroll, has a lot of power and sway over people's careers. I don't blame them for drinking the Kool-Aid. It is very scary when your entire living and your dream is inherently tied to this very unfair, rude, greedy fucking corporation. I have nothing against the directors. I have nothing against casting. I have nothing against anyone who works at New Crunchyroll. It's not their fault. This is greedy corpo oversight. This is Sony's fucking fault. They are bullying these people, and this cast right now is the cast that you see in here. They have to drink the Kool-Aid. They're going to be approached and say, "Hey, you're playing this role. Get in the booth," and they're gonna have to do it. Some of them will gladly do it because they happily drink the Kool-Aid because they're grandfathered into the situation. I've discussed this before. The salt beneath the cracks of the boot are very tasty. I understand that. Alright? It's a very shitty situation we're in, but people are like, the people who fucking audition for Mob should be ashamed. No one's auditioning for Mob. Some voice actors are gonna walk into work, probably already have, and are gonna be told, "Hey, you're playing Mob today." And and we will just have to accept this until we start taking a fucking stand on this shit. This right to work shit is fucking bullshit. It was okay when Funimation was independent. It was even a little bit okay when they did have producer and they did have some company backing. But in a post-Sony Crunchyroll Funimation merger world, this is fucking unacceptable. Again, another thing I cannot mention, but a little while back, we did commend Crunchyroll for raising their rates. Because they did, in response to some issues after the post shrinkage on the remote recording. They responded by raising the rates for their actors who were internally in Texas, which is good. I am not allowed to say what the new rate is, but I've talked to some people, and I want to rescind my comment about commending that rate increase, because it was practically fucking nothing. It's fucking pathetic. It's a fucking joke. It is pure fucking bean counting, and it is not, what they're paying doesn't even come close to the fucking talent that is in that fucking building in Kabul. Alright? And in that surrounding Dallas-Fort Worth area. There are some talented motherfuckers out there who are getting fucked up the ass. And all Kyle wants is to have a discussion. And you can't even do that. It will cost you no money. It'll cost you time. They don't just bean count on money, they bean count on time. Because this fucking company is just on the fucking edge. This is a bubble that is ready to fucking burst right now, clearly. And it's going to tumble down so fucking hard. And I just pray it doesn't crush any more of these talented people than it already is as it stands. This is fucking embarrassing right now. Because what we're doing at Joyride right now is we're working on these podcasts. We're working on some more like audio drama stuff. We're also like, as I'm currently developing our first original manga, I'm also like conferring on like rates for a potential comic book dub. And I'm just asking all sorts of questions right now. I'm asking my peers in the industry, and I'm looking at the numbers, and every time I look at fucking Crunchyroll, I go, like, if you remove the company names and you just look at the spreadsheets and the numbers, no one would fucking laugh at you for mistaking it for YouTube money. Or even less than YouTube money, honestly. It's fucking embarrassing. Again, it's no one working in that building's fault. It's on the overall suit level, the suit corporation level that bullies them. They should be fucking embarrassed. They should be fucking ashamed. Because they are walking away with just pockets bursting at the seams with the returns they're getting at the box office right now with these fucking movies and with the fucking dubs. Fucking Crunchyroll's website has the fucking audacity, if you cancel your membership, to say that, hey, you're supporting the industry. No, clearly our money is not. Our money is lining the pockets of fucking suits.
I think that was obvious with High Guardian Spice being created.
High Guardian Spice was a tax deduction. But ultimately, that's what it was. But before then, no. Crunchyroll was trying. That's old Crunchyroll. They wanted to try something, and they just weren't prepared. That was a new learning experience, and they fell flat on their faces in front of everyone, and Sony still bought them for $1 billion.
On a similar note, did you see, he's the voice actor for Hyder, he was the voice actor for Alphonse? Ben Diskin,
Yes.
yeah. Talking about I'll be honest with you, there was a part of me that died a little inside when I was liking things about Netflix and everything, because I do not fucking like Netflix, to be honest. But I can at least respect that they at least give to their anime voice actors on projects like, obviously, Cyberpunk, Edge Runners, and things like Super Crook, because they pay SAG-AFTRA rates.
They have to, because they have to. It's LA based.
Is that
emphasis on the based? Most of them are. Sometimes there is some outsourcing to New York and Chicago, but Netflix, because Netflix's recording studios, I don't want to name any specific studios, but most of the studios that Netflix contracts are internally in LA, and they all honor union rates. So that's the reason why. So I would not commend Netflix. I would commend the studios.
Good on Ben Diskin for also talking about that, by the way. 'Cause, I mean, literally, he is a Funimation baby. Like,
yeah, who outgrew that system, went to LA, and now works for those studios where he gets properly taken care of, while Crunchyroll continues to prey upon new talent. And I understand, like, you want to get, this is where you go to get your fucking your reps. You go to Texas.
Wings.
You go to Texas studios to get your reps in, because this is the opportunities. It's relatively less competitive. Relatively, though. But it's not that pay is embarrassing now. Considering the returns that the corporation is getting, that's embarrassing. They need to have a fucking come to Jesus moment. Like, there needs to be another High Guardian Spice situation within new Crunchyroll, because it took High Guardian Spice for Crunchyroll to fucking stop and go, okay, we can't produce any more anime. This bubble has burst. We're in fucking trouble.
That fucking King of High, like, they were making all the goddamn webtoon anime, weren't they?
Yes, like Tower of God. And say what you will, I enjoy Tower of God.
Yeah?
But the
What the
others
fuck
were
is
a
it
bit messy.
even about? What the fuck was it even about?
Tower of God is just a very, like, it's a vibe anime. It's almost like a survival game within a tower. Basically, if you reach the top of this tower, you get one wish granted. And everyone who joins the tower itself is practically its own city, its own ecosystem. And basically, like, you perform in games and tournaments and shit, and you increase your standing, and you get to go higher in the tower. It's
like
a
Oban
solid
Star
premise.
Races.
Sure.
No,
But,
that was a
Tower of
racing
God
anime where similarly
Tower
you
of God
take
is
part
pretty
in.
solid. The anime definitely improved upon it, but otherwise the other adaptations were a fucking mess.
Isn't it getting a season 2 or something?
Eventually, someday.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw like an ad for a season 2.
Yeah, and that's fine. I didn't see one, but I wouldn't put that against it. I think Tower of God deserves it.
Fair enough.
But that's the reason why the old Crunchyroll got bought up by Sony, because they fucked themselves trying to become an animation studio, and they just weren't fucking ready. Whereas Funimation had this deal where, like, they kind of go, I mean, Crunchy was doing too, where they go half and half with studios and go, hey, we'll invest this much, and then you give us the rights. And so then after Crunchyroll overexerted themselves, Sony took it over and went, all right, time to monopolize. And so now that same deal is now under one big giant monopoly.
More of my issue with Crunchyroll now is probably the home turf bias they have for actors at this point.
That's any studio, though. That's any studio. That's any studio of culture, Val.
I know, but I can still dislike it.
It's just a culture of trust. You've seen these people. There's people out here breaking NDAs, man.
Do you want to talk about My Hero?
Yes, it's about time. That's all I want to say. I always want to make my position very fucking clear as anime industry adjacent. I've got my inside tracks. I talk to people about this, and my heart goes out to them. This industry fucking has a fear of YouTubers. You're just fucking jealous that we take it.
Oh, true. No, I was talking to a friend the other day, and like I was talking about some of the anime I was in, and he was like, you know, I feel a lot of the time. I'm not gonna name name, but he was like, yeah, no, I get upset a bit because like he feels a lot like a lot of new actors and new blood. And obviously the anime scene are kind of pulling the ladder up behind them. Like, I'm not gonna name, but like a lot of people saying things like, don't do fan-based work or anything, or else you won't get into anime or something.
Biggest
like
lie. We've been having this discussion for ad infinitum. Biggest lie in the industry about fan content. Just don't do Dragon Ball. As long as you don't do Dragon Ball, you're fine. Everything else is fair game. I talked about this in the My Hero Academia Heroes Rising Abridged director's commentary.
Oh yeah.
Where we have several actors at Joyride who have had discussions with their agents and asked, "Hey, am I allowed to do fan-based parodies and stuff?" And literally every agent goes, "What the fuck are you talking about? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can breathe. You can breathe too if you want. They can't control your life. Just don't be a piece of shit. Don't be a piece of shit, don't break your NDAs, and don't do Dragon Ball parodies. And you're good." And you're good. Because that's a whole nother discussion with Toei, which we will not be having, because we do not have 5 fucking hours. So let's talk about My Hero Academia, this week's My
where
Hero
once
Academia.
again nothing fucking happened.
Chapter 367. Absolutely nothing happened, but damn did it look good.
It did look good, but then nothing fucking happened. I love this cover, by the way. Like, Midoriya looks pretty sick in it. And
the
the
cover looks
season
sick.
6.
The color spread is nice.
Yeah, the color spread is nice with season 6 of my.
Where does he find the time? Because the art in
Yeah.
the series still looks fucking incredible.
It does, and now
I
we
do like
finally
this shit with the
know-
jet fighters.
Oh yeah, no, I do too, and it's like,
I like how
oh.
the United States military is like, we were told to leave Japan, but we're not. We've been perpetually flying in air for fucking weeks. We've been sending in a fucking rig with gasoline and just refueling midair.
No, you
It's
see,
been very expensive, but we're unregulated.
we've been breaking loads of fucking rules, like
We've been
codes of
we've been breaking the
conduct.
Geneva Conventions and
Yeah. Yeah, we were just back here doing what Americans do. No, I'm not gonna say that.
but the fact that they fucking slingshotted him into UA was fucking sick. I love
It
that
was.
shot. The
No, yeah.
then go will create a path for you. That fucking shot is fucking sick.
It's
and
very
then
cool.
Gura jumps in and just fucking lays out fucking Shigaraki. Mirio's so happy to see him. Love that face.
Yeah, and obviously, honestly, I won't go over it. So Midoriya like looks out and sees like everyone fucked up.
Yeah, all the fucking Twitter idiots fucking been asking months for this. I want Deku to see all his fallen allies to be fucking sad and shit. It's like,
honestly,
they're not dead. They're not dead. Shut the fuck up.
No one died except for fucking Headshot.
Wow, congratulations. You get to see Midoriya's fucking dime a dozen, blanked out, freaked out anime pro tag face. Alright, we've seen it a million times before. No one is actually dead. Who gives a shit? But the part that bugs me about this chapter, what really bugs me, is the fact that fucking Shigaraki says, again, this is the fan translation, but Shigaraki says, go ahead, run away from your responsibilities like everyone else around here did. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Every Bakugo's team proved you wrong, bitch. They're all here. They're all being accountable. Shut the fuck up. Literally, thematically, Bakugo's team has already accomplished the mission. They have proven Shigaraki wrong. They have proven nihilism wrong. Deku's only purpose here is to move the plot forward. Because for some reason, the plot can't move forward without Deku. It's so fucking sad.
I'm kind of more because I've been complaining about this aspect of it for a while. It's like, we both knew we were going to see this, but I mentioned it to you in Discord when we were talking about this before. I said, I really just want a chapter of Midoriya just beating the shit out of Shigaraki.
Absolutely. I want a fucking 20-page full chapter Muda.
Yeah, exactly. I just want that. I want these fucking characters to treat this like they had a fucking role, because Midoriya, you've been slacking. You let a fucking, what would essentially be a Batman tier villain pull you into a fucking portal and slow you the fuck down, like Shigaraki said.
That's what
Mission
Shigaraki
went
said,
south,
which
Toga
I go,
fucking pulled him
yes.
in.
He's like, wow, you're so fucking late, Midoriya. You had, and he literally lists the actual inconvenience that happened. Yeah, Shigaraki, that's what fucking happened. Otherwise, I was doing my best, fucker. How are you? Yeah, he's like, oh wow, Deku's so pissed right now.
But you know what?
Deku's only pissed because the fucking Twitter fans demanded that we get this moment.
At
It's
the end
so
of the day,
fucking
though,
empty.
At the end of the day, though, it's All for One, dude. It's just All for One doing what All for One always fucking does, and that's why it feels
exactly.
like shit.
Boo! You're so fucking lame. How old are you, bro? Go home to your family. God, you're so fucking old, bro.
I don't know
You're
why.
fucking picking on children?
I hate this fucking bit where he literally goes, in this state of rage, it'll be so slow and easy to take out. I don't know why.
You. But then, fucking Lemillion. Dude, if anything, at least these moments allowed Lemillion to prove how fucking great he is without a quirk, as Night Eye predicted.
But he has the power of fucking, like, no, dude, here's the context of what is actually fucking going on. He's literally fucking getting him up to fucking speed. And it's like, oh, can't, like, Midoriya, fucking go ham on this man.
Literally saying what I was saying, what I was screaming about. Lemillion's saying, don't let this crinkly-ass, dumb motherfucker get to you. He literally knows why you couldn't fucking get here on time, bro. Chill. You're scaring the fucking hose. Stop it. You don't have to be angry. This is an empty moment. You literally did not earn this moment to be angry. You didn't. Shut the fuck up. Go beat the shit. We need 20 pages of you just beating the shit out of Shigaraki before he goes into his final phase.
Look at Aizawa, by the way. Looks like the man looks like he's fucking crying. And he's
that's you and me. That's you and me holding hands like, oh my god, can he just beat the shit out of him already, please?
You're right. But no, I completely... By the way, you are absolutely right on, like, how
you know
fucking
that meme
shit...
where people are just sitting on the couch, and then the second shot, they're out of the couch cheering? I want that meme. I want that. I want this shot, and then I want a companion shot on next when Midoriya's just beating his ass, and they're just cheering, let's go!
I do agree with that. I didn't actually think that hard about it, but like, yeah, you're right. It is so fucking dumb that like Shigaraki or All for Ones are like, everyone ran away from their responsibility. No, literally, look at the fucking rabbit lady. She's lost all her arms and she's just still going ham.
Life and limb, bro. Fuck you. Edshot is literally sacrificing his life to stitch a fucking heart together. Fuck you. He's running away from is Bakugo's responsibility to die? Shut the fuck up. All for One and All Might's responsibilities are to fucking die and move on.
I'll be honest with you.
Up. He's just fucking, he's deflecting. He's deflecting so hard. He's so self-conscious. He knows he's an asshole.
It's just bullshit because when he says shit like that, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it probably would have been thematically better if they were forced to retreat for whatever fucking reason because he is too much.
And they didn't. They're literally standing there.
Yeah, they've literally been taking all the fucking hits. Bakugo fucking died on the line of duty and shit. And, like, what the fuck else do you want? Like,
what more do you want,
if they really, honestly, if they want to save Shigaraki, I don't give a shit. I know you know, I haven't given a shit.
No, I don't care anymore either. I want this motherfucker 6 feet in a grave now.
Right, I want them both in the grave. Shigaraki does not deserve redemption. I don't care anymore.
He does, unfortunately. There's a little boy inside, and he's apparently innocent.
Well, guess what? Kids could be fucked up too.
They can, but he's not because he was given his quirk and it wasn't his fault.
Also, you know what else annoys me?
He's trapped. He's just a prisoner inside.
Tell me if I'm wrong. I do not see All Might, by the way, at the very end with, like, you know, all of the All for One users.
I mean, I don't see the number 1 either.
Yeah, like, no, isn't that him on the right?
Nope, that's the Danger Sense guy.
Oh, goddamn, I do not know
these
characters
you have Danger
well
Sense,
enough.
Death Whip, Fajin, Smoke Cloud, and Float, and Explosion. Clearly, Bakugo
Ivan, I'm glad you're the equivalent of me for One Piece, to be honest.
Yes,
I don't recognize. Exactly, I know. Someone has to be. Like, 'cause I don't fucking. The only characters who used All for One for All, that stand out to me are Black Whip, Nana. And yeah, that's about it. The others, I literally
because they're the ones that actually
we haven't fucking seen them.
Because they actively talk to Deku. The other ones, we literally spent the Fajin guy and the Explosion guy had been hidden in the background because they were originally Bakugo and Kirishima.
I mean, didn't they just he activated their powers off screen even?
No, smoke screens.
Smokescreen?
He just happened to have basically Vigilante Deku arc. He just happens to know smokescreen.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah.
Otherwise, Float was mentioned. We had a flashback with him.
Oh yeah,
to
but
use Float.
like, how could
Danger
we not...
Sense happened during the war arc. Black Whip happened during joint training. Fajin happened also during Vigilante arc.
It's like
Nana's. We have yet to see Explosion in action.
Obviously, we can't forget Nana because Nana is actually a fucking been an
Float.
established character
fully
for a really
established.
fucking long time,
Yeah.
and she's a good fucking character from what we know about her. Like,
Yes.
I like Nana. Everyone likes Nana.
Yes.
I don't know anyone who doesn't fucking like Nana. But yeah, I'm genuinely disappointed with this chapter. I know we needed fucking Midoriya to be fucking angry and, like, you know, have that moment of, okay. Honestly, based on the way that he fucking paneled this as well, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like he's more upset about the fucking dirty All Might card.
I hope so too.
Like, it's like he sees Baku, but then he sees the card like, oh, that's like a fucking shiny Charizard, you piece
It's
of
a
shit.
first edition, you fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing. He puts a fucking hole in Shigaraki's chest. That's for the fucking first edition. Oh my god, you villain! Oh no, I'm genuinely disappointed with this. I just wanted a beatdown. Just put blinders on the fucking kid, please. He has a job to do. Fuck. Is there anything else that you can like grasp from this?
No, because nothing fucking happened.
I know, like, the coolest bit was probably with the jet fighters, to be honest. Like, I was glad that they came back, because
they're
felt
funny.
like an
They made me
important thing.
laugh because they were so purely ornamental. That entire fight was just clearly flexing. And so every time I see these jets, they're just a flex, and it makes me laugh. It reminds me of the dumb part of My Hero that I love, the dummy brain that Horikoshi has. I love this shit. I love this
like,
dumbass shit.
How long has it actually been since Stars and Stripes died?
Chapter-wise?
In universe. No, like in universe. Like
it's probably been a week or two, a month at most.
Fuck, man. Like, damn. It's just, yeah. I'm not gonna repeat myself all the time. Disappointing chapter. Angry Deku, I guess, looks cool, but I really don't care.
I like the
These
shot at the
people
end. I mean, again, the art is great. Everything looks cool, but like, it's meaningless. This is fluff, man. As expected of the most popular popcorn manga of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before, but it's like the edge shot thing. Like, I can't be mad at that because it was subverting my expectations in a way I literally could not have even predicted personally.
No one could predict it because thematically it made no sense.
Yeah, no, it made no sense thematically, but
so
like,
of course,
obviously
people,
power-wise...
you can't use reason to guess this shit right now.
Obviously, power-wise, it made sense, I guess, because we've discussed this. I literally did not even know what Edgeshot's real power fucking was, because he's always been the fucking background. But, I don't know. I just want some of these people, I've said it before, to treat this like a fucking operation where each of them serves a specific, like, key purpose in this shit, you know? And it's like, Midoriya, just fucking do your job and kill this SOB.
Yeah. So,
I'm more excited about One Piece, though.
I mean, aren't we always? So One Piece chapter 1061.
I'm pissed off. I'm actually pissed off there's no Chainsaw Man this week. Because you got me really excited for Chainsaw Man with like some of your ideas of what was gonna happen next. I was like, fuck, I want to see this now.
Right.
So, is Chainsaw Man just gonna be like a bi-weekly thing? I mean, it's fine, obviously.
I think that's what they're settling into, and I think that is perfectly acceptable.
It is, yeah. But One Piece, 1061, Egghead Island.
Adventure Piece.
Island.
Let's go!
Yeah. Fucking, what? As fucking best guy ever would say, is it Goda or Hector?
It's always Goda. Shut the fuck up.
Germa 66, Cold-Blooded Voyage Volume 19, Caesar Clown, and all of Sanji's piece of shit siblings, except for his sister, have escaped the island. The Straw Hats find themselves in the ocean, Luffy has rescued Chopper and, well, actually, no, he doesn't rescue them. He's rescued Jewelry Bonnie and Chopper from the ocean, but a giant mechanical shark has jumped up and attempted to eat the Sunny. Zoro is the first one to identify the fact that the shark is actually made of metal, and I was kind of like, oh, did he, like, go to hit him or something, and I missed that, but doesn't matter. Jinbei, proving his fucking worth, being a goddamn fish man, is from now on going to be the guy to pull Luffy out of the water when he gets thrown in there.
Because he sure as fuck ain't piloted the ship. Jinbei steered the ship for 10 minutes, and he's already it's already capsized.
Jinbei, you are abandoning your fucking post, man!
Jinbei, this is literally the reason why fucking people won't let Yamato on the ship. Because you had a specific purpose, and you're not even fulfilling that. Instead, you're pulling people out of the water. They were already capable of doing this since, like, fucking East Blue, dude.
Jinbei,
Luffy has fallen in the water dozens of times before, and he will again.
Well, actually, not necessarily. He has never fallen in the water in such a rough ocean. He's usually in, like, some kind of, like, contained area or something like that.
Water's water.
I don't know. I mean, in the ocean with this giant thing around, it's like, I don't think anyone...
and water is water. But anyways... So yeah, Jinbei piloted the ship for 10 minutes, and it's already capsized.
Jinbei is now the helmsman / fucking lifeguard, basically. Could you imagine Jinbei whipping his leg up on the tub?
Mostly bodyguard, ship's full.
Ivan.
We have enough barrels on the ship.
He whips his leg up on the tub. He is like, lifeguard, you need to get out of the bathtub, Luffy. There's a shark in there. And Luffy's like, this isn't a beach.
This ain't a beach. It's a bathtub.
It's a bathtub. The Sunny activates some kind of new, like, turbo barrel fucking propeller thing, which as far as I know, I have not fucking seen this as far as I'm aware. I don't remember this.
This is a brand new thing.
Yeah, but the shark, it brings the armaments. It's got guns, people, and honestly is wrecking the ship. It capsizes the crew, and they all fall into the fucking
people are like, oh,
water.
I wonder. People are like, oh, the Straw Hats are too powerful after Wano. Bitch, the ocean's a whole other fucking deal. They're the strongest on land. The sea's still a fucking big place.
That's right. Luffy can't handle.
It's a small ship.
Luffy cannot fucking solve the problem of the ocean with big punch. That's just a fact.
The ocean is too big to punch.
Jinbei is swimming around the ocean, but then what I actually mistook for a Frankie cyborg, but then I thought, wait a minute, is this that fucking guy who was guarding Vegapunk's island originally? And it still might be. I can't remember his name, but I think he was on, like, he was in an island ages ago, and he had a fight with X-Drake, and I can't remember his name, but I almost wouldn't be surprised if this is, like, another version of him somehow. I'm not sure. We cut back to G14 Naval Base, where Tashigi is there, along with of the fucking giant kids, the, how do I put it? The, genetically modified children who were turned into giants on, what was the island called? Punk Hazard. And they're all getting, like, shorter. They're all returning back to their original form slowly, drinking their medicine like good little boys and girls, and the Navy's being, like, really
getting
good to
some
them.
new addictions.
We're actually introduced to a lot of new Navy characters, which, frankly, I like the Navy in One Piece. I think the Navy is, like, full of, like, really interesting characters, honestly.
I agree. Cool. As much as I hate them. I love them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I like it when we get more on the Navy, which is why I've been excited about, like...
I want Smoker-sama.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, Smoker needs a W so fucking hard.
Badly, man.
So fucking badly, goddamn.
I'm sorry, but I'm kind of rooting for Smoker to capture Luffy at the end of One Piece. I hate cops, but I'm, like, excited for Smoker. Otherwise, they're just trying to turn Kobe into new Garp, and I'm not for it.
You are right, by the way. We are getting so many, like, redos of name boxes, I guess, for, like, Helmeppo and everything, because we haven't seen these characters.
Yeah, they're now part of Sword, which that was Garp's old crew, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, Helmeppo was under fucking Garp's tutelage along with Kobe and everything. We're introduced to Navy Rear Admiral of Sword, Prince Groose, and Helmeppo talks about eggheads so close to us. Why can't we deploy a seraphim? Now, what is a seraphim? That could be the official name for what they call the new PCSX.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Something.
That's actually what they are.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm like, I honestly, I want the Navy to have loads of new fucking toys. I would like it if they had, like, loads of new shit or something.
No,
but it is more than likely
the
that.
The Seraphims are absolutely those little clones.
Probably.
They got the wings.
Like
They're angels. That's what they are.
We get a nice side boob shot of Jewelry Bonnie. I guess that's pretty fucking
I want to
cool.
mention something about Prince Groose.
Oh, what do you want to mention about it?
Who's that plant guy?
Oh, fucking Green Bull.
Hello, New Green Bull. Goodbye, New Green Bull. I don't
Honestly,
trust. I'm sorry, but after him, I don't trust any new fucking Navy characters introduced. Why?
Dude,
We have
I know.
Smoker was perfectly fine. Let's not reinvent the wheel here. You can't do it.
I like Green Bull. I wanted more from Green Bull. I thought
Green Bull was
gonna be fucking
refreshing
hype.
until
he
Ruby
got
was
fucking
gone.
punked.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Until he got fucking punked.
Smoker
We
with
get
the
an
gun.
interesting little interaction with Jewelry Bonnie, who kind of explains just how big the news is about Luffy being an emperor, and she is kind of like, you're really an emperor, and Luffy's being a rude shit and being like, I don't even fucking recognize. She's like, what the fuck? We're in the same, like, worst generation, dude.
Yeah, but she hasn't
We're
done
in Sabo
shit.
together. I saved your fucking green-haired prick swordsman
That's
friend.
true. She did do that.
She did, and and she mentions how I thought your hair was white now, and Luffy replies, "Oh, that's just how I look when I'm totally free."
Yeah, because that's how he activates that power. It's his joy. It's his fucking pure, unadulterated freedom.
Yeah,
he's
fucking
unrestrained by
cool.
physics.
It's fucking cool. I love it. Then we get a nice little shot of Egghead Island, which actually looks like it's gonna be a really fucking cool location. I love
New
this.
Punk
like,
Hazard, let's go!
Yeah, I love this, like, Saturn's, I forget what it's called, but it's like Saturn's ring kind of thing orbiting the broken egg on the island. It looks fucking cool in my opinion. And then we are brought back to the other crew, now separated from Jinbei, Luffy, Chopper, and Jewelry Bonnie. And Frankie is obviously fucking getting a massive fucking hard-on for this giant fucking robot. The rest of the crew are just pretty like, oh, and Caribou! Caribou is out of the fucking barrel, it seems. Because he's reacting to it as well. There's Robin and fucking, Brooke and Sanji. I was about to say, where the hell are they? And we are introduced to a young lady stepping out of the robot in, like, her fucking, plug suit from Evangelion, and she introduces herself as Dr. Vegapunk. How unexpected. Kinda not, but...
He's hot!
Yeah, oh no! He's hot!
Yeah,
Gee,
the
I guess.
translator notes have to mention that he's speaking in an old man's language. Old-timer speech.
You know, I actually like always fucking like miss. Oh yeah, I don't pay enough attention to those things sometimes.
But yeah, but like I
Gotta
said,
be
as we
honest.
were talking in our Discord, we said now that clones are an option, anything goes.
Right.
So
'cause-
you see Punk 2 on the chest emblem there. So you have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
wonder if
exactly.
this is an android, a clone,
plus
an avatar for the original Vegapunk.
Plus we have the name box like thing. Like a lot of people in the One Piece fandom say, if a name box ain't dropped, then that means that there's something going on. So for all we know, this could be something like Vegapunk's fucking daughter or something like that. I don't know. I feel like there's some bullshittery going on with this one. And that's not me being like opposed to Dr. Vegapunk being a woman. I just feel like, as you said, with the clone stuff, everything is so up in the air on what shit could be at this point. It's
Absolutely,
really crazy.
anything goes right now, and this is
do you
very
have-
exciting.
Do you have any like outstanding thoughts about this chapter?
No, it's just that Vegapunk was hot, and I wasn't expecting that. My jaw dropped. I literally I was reading a manga, and my jaw dropped because I was expecting an old man to come out of that ship
But no, you
with
got
a
a
really
hot
tall
girl.
forehead.
The only thing I will say about the design is that I feel like maybe Oda. I love Oda. I do. I love One Piece. Everyone knows I love One Piece, but I'm almost like, Oda, is this just you thinking about if Uta from Film Red had short hair? Because I mean,
Yeah, it really looks like
it's
Uta.
approved. It really fucking does, doesn't it? I feel like he might have been influenced from like. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I sent you like that music video and shit like that. I do think Uta actually, I don't like the way I say Uta because obviously British and I don't pronounce my T's sometimes. But I really like the way Uta looks. But I'm looking at this, I'm like, dude, that's fucking Uta with short hair. They even
it's
have
absolutely
like
true. It only draws 3 women.
Yeah, and unless he's going like, you know, crazy, like, what is it, Boa Sandersonia or something like that, where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make him fat, egg-shaped or something. Big Mom, peak
That's
woman
one of the 3
design.
women.
Look, man, when Oda brought out Big Mom, like when we got the finalized design for her and everything, that was like, you know, peak female design, because it was different.
Just
That's
optimal, efficient.
I'm actually almost
No
annoyed that we
edges.
really. I'm almost annoyed that we really don't know what the status is on Big Mom and Kaido. I feel like we'll find out. Maybe.
Dead in the One Piece sense.
Yeah,
Cops and
I
robbers
feel.
logic.
Here's my thought. I think we're gonna get a front page story about them for a few chapters.
Either that or we're gonna see them in the final fight.
Maybe. I want front page chapters
Hanging out with
about
Gecko
them.
Moria. All these
'Cause
fuckers, they got outed.
It looks like.
That's one of the reasons why I love One Piece. It's like you could either die or you can have your fucking livelihood so destroyed you'll wish you were dead. I think One Piece handles consequences better than most fiction in history, where it's like, you know, I could kill a character or I can make them wish they were dead.
I'm going to crush his fucking dreams. That's the best way to defeat someone. No, I'm very interested in where this is going to go. I feel like, I'm gonna pull from your book right here, and I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna say Egghead Island might be fucking goat as shit. I think it's gonna be better than Wano.
I'm hoping we're getting a Frankie arc, like a whole cake equivalent for Frankie.
I mean, dude, there's
Unnecessary
potential.
additions to the backstory, but it's
There is
super fucking
potential,
based.
Ivan, that Frankie is going to get some major fucking consequences because he blew up Vegapunk's homeland.
Yeah, and the fact that, again, remember we had that joke about the Wano poster and the Sunny is viewed instead of Frankie, and you have to wonder if maybe in this arc Frankie becomes the new ship.
Oh, I mean that's like a dark future thing. Like you've seen those like 40 to 60-year-old things.
Yes.
I don't know. I wouldn't want Frankie to be the ship. I mean, it could be interesting.
But I mean, look at what Vegapunk's doing right now. These are like fake avatars and shit. Like, we're getting an existential argument, a crisis is what we're getting with Frankie right now.
The other question
who is the body? Who is the ship? Who is the man?
Oh,
the ship of Theseus argument is what we call it.
It's Frankie. You're thinking about this too fucking hard, man. Get over it. No,
is the little Mary really just the going Mary?
By the way, we also need to talk about the fact that Kobe, I kind of like skipped over it because we haven't really gone into dialogue much, to be honest, but Kobe is currently in Blackbeard's fucking hands.
Good.
Like, no, not good. Our twink, our pink twink.
I don't like him though.
What? It's because he's basically a cop. He's an ocean cop.
Yeah, exactly. He's a cop.
But he's Kobe.
I literally just mentioned that they're trying to turn Kobe into the new Garp, and I don't like that.
Motherfucker,
Garp was fine. Smoker was fine.
I am surprised if you hate Kobe. Kobe is the man that stood up to fucking Akainu, who was like, fucking kill all pirates. He was like, dude, stop. This is bullshit.
He's literally Deku. Please stop. I'm going to continue to enable the system, but stop. Stop, but let me keep my badge. Let me be important still, but stop.
Well, that's what. Whoa. That's why he's in.
Why can't we just stop doing our job legally? We don't have to intervene. And I kind of go,
well, they can't.
Fuck, you're right. I respect Hokkaido more than I respect Kobe, I'll be honest. Actually, it's fucking conviction. Actually does his job.
Kaido's actually a fucking dictator. What are you talking about?
No, Akainu.
Oh, I thought you said Kaido. I was like, what?
I may have by accident because they got the same fucking phoneme in there. But I mean, I don't like any of them, but at least I respect Akainu.
Motherfucker, you ate the fucking smile fruit. You're a fucking gifty, you son of a bitch.
At least I respect him. The only one I like is Smoker and I'm sorry,
Tashigi?
Aokiji.
Oh, you don't like Tashigi?
Oh, I like Tashigi as well.
Yeah,
but she's like just a tier above Kobe in terms of we gotta do something different, but let me keep my badge.
Well, yeah, no, it's like I like I said, I like the Navy thing, but only because everyone has like been not everyone obviously.
Can she
but we
just
have
reveal that she's Zoro's old fucking childhood friend already?
No, she fucking isn't. God, if that were the fucking
I
case,
reveal my true name down D stairs.
That got me a little too hard. But no, I like the Navy because a lot of the characters are fleshed out. I'm not gonna get, like, there are so many fucking Navy characters that aren't fleshed out, but we get at least, like, little hints of their character and everything. Like, the fucking spider guy is, like, pretty on board with, like, Akainu's absolute justice. All fucking pirates of any ilk must die and everything. But, like, that's what's cool about the Navy, because there's clearly, like, a set internal politics going on where people have, like, these different, like, set of beliefs and, like, how things should go, you know? But that's why I like things like that. It's why, like, I'm not shitting on it, but it's why in, like, Lycoris Recoil, I'm sort of like, the general system setup does not feel as though it has much room for, like, individuality.
Oh, you're
like,
missing out so
could just
fucking
leave if they
hard
fucking
right now.
wanted
The
to.
fucking we're towards the finale right now.
Oh,
And-
yeah, it's tomorrow, isn't
And
it?
so you talked about that argument about the fact that, like, that one girl was really grateful for her new body. Literally the same thing is happening right now in Lycoris Recoil, but she's not doing the job. She's like, bro, like, literally wordlessly, without saying it in words, literally saying, you can give me my body. You cannot give someone their life. Someone else's life is no one to be handed to. If I die now, if you take my life away from me, it's still my life. You can't take it. I live my life. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, but it's, I don't know, I just find
I
it more
love that
interesting.
existential shit.
Yeah, I do too, but I find it more interesting because this character wants to keep on fucking living, and it's the only means they have.
No, there's a character in Lycoris Recoil where this is the only way they can live is within the system, and they're like, nope, not doing it. I'm gonna do it my way. I like say you have a timer, but we can add more minutes.
Well,
if you can do
what
your
I
thing.
mean.
Nope. I'm gonna do it my way, and then when I die, it's my life.
Is this for one character, or is it for all the characters?
This is for one character.
Okay, well that's what I mean. The system in Lycoris Recoil doesn't make sense to me because
But no, there's other characters
person
also
within...
choosing though, because it's inspired by that character.
Yeah. But I just mean, like,
they're all starting to say it.
Every person in the system, to me, from the few episodes that I did watch, like, I'm not gonna shit on it because, like, that's done and dusted. I mean,
you watched either 3 episodes or less. You didn't even get to see the other characters, man.
No, I fucking didn't, because it didn't.
You didn't get to
entice.
see what they're comparing to.
It didn't entice.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine, but you're wrong. It's okay
Sure.
to not like it, but your assessment of it is wrong. It's very wrong. I'm only saying this because every time we watch it, Steena has to turn to me and go, "Val's wrong," you know.
Yeah, and every time I watch fucking... I mean, I haven't watched any... Why would I? The second season fucking sucks of Gunslinger. I hate the style of Gunslinger Girl Season 2, Christ.
Did they change studios?
I think
directors?
it's just got that softness to it that I just really don't fucking like in modern anime, because, like, the first season came out in 2002, 2003-ish, and then season 2 came out, like, 2003 to 2004, and then second season came out in 2004, and the whole fucking art direction just does not appeal to me. And in fact, the art direction reminds me more of Lycoris Recoil, and it's just another thing where it's like, I just don't like these fucking aesthetics that a lot of modern anime
You
go for,
just
to be
don't
honest.
like anime right now.
You're
alright,
right.
me neither.
You're not even fucking wrong, Ivan. I don't like a lot of anime lately. Like,
And why do you think all we talk about is manga?
true, so fucking true. But I'm kind of, I've got high hopes for this new fucking season coming out. Like, what is it? Like, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2's coming out this year, isn't it? Or is that next year?
I think that's next year.
Ah, damn. I'm actually kind of looking forward. I was actually gonna, like, keep up with it. Chainsaw Man, obviously, looking fucking good.
So Chainsaw Man, that's interesting. So confirmed, 12 episodes. Every episode is gonna have a new ED.
Really?
But what I think they're gonna do is, I think it's gonna be like a JoJo situation where, like,
That
they
feels
change a little bit of
unnecessary.
details every time.
Oh, that's fine, but like,
I think that's perfectly
having,
fine.
like,
What I'm concerned about is it's becoming increasingly more certain that they're probably gonna try to, like, squeeze in as much as possible in 12 episodes. They might try to
like-
do the entire part.
They wouldn't fucking dare. They're gonna do up to.
I think they're gonna do most of part 1, and then their season 2 is gonna be like the last like 10-15 chapters.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, there are bits of Chainsaw Man that could use skipping, like the Muscle Devil shit where Akina meets Denji. Like, they could easily like stop. Like, if we're talking like having to, there are parts of Chainsaw Man that could be.
I know. I'm saying it's all speculation though, but just like looking at the animation quality and the shit that's being shown in the trailers. It's really looking like they're covering, even if they're not doing the entire part 1, they still clearly are aiming to cover a lot of ground. Things are definitely going to get skipped. This is a motion advertisement for the manga.
My thoughts, if I were going to like do it like this and they were like fitting as much, I mean, ideally, I would go up to Katana Man. I would finish Katana Man arc because that is a good place to end the season off. Denji and Aki bond over kicking Katana Man in the balls like a million fucking times. I think that'd be a great place to like fucking stop and then do season 2.
Right.
But you're probably right. They're probably gonna get up to. No, actually, I'm right. Yeah, that would be a perfect place. Like the lady who Aki is fucking. I can't remember her name. It's been ages. Dies and everything. Yeah, that'd be a fucking perfect place to end it. But anyway, One Piece chapter, pretty fucking good. It's been 15 fucking years, but we've finally seen potentially Dr. Vegapunk, but maybe not because no name bubble.
It's been so long.
It's interesting. We're probably wrong, because I literally did say to you, there is some bullshit about.
There's bullshittery afoot, but I'm excited, man. New Punk Hazard. I'm excited.
New Punk Hazard, because Punk Hazard was like, it wasn't, I feel like Punk Hazard, because it was coming off of, Fishman Island, wasn't received that well, but Punk Hazard was actually some pretty good fucking shit, to be honest.
The manga was a bit rough in that arc.
No, it was.
It wasn't. I'll say Punk Hazard wasn't the best arc, but it had better momentum than Fishman Island. That's for certain.
Absolutely. I mean, it brought back lore. That was fucking cool.
I love to say when Bonnie showed up, I'm like, new law, let's go.
Yeah, basically.
Has nothing to destroy this time.
I just hope that Bonnie is, like, a bit more engaging than Law was in the past, 5 years. Because after Dressrosa, I think we spoke about this, after Dressrosa, Law was just fucking there, to be honest.
But now, here's the last thing we should mention before we go now.
Oh, go on.
So, are we now post in between arcs now? You know how we jump around and see things? Are we done that? Have we seen the current state of the world? Are we now going to move forward with this arc and not address Uranus going off and what's going on with the Revolutionary Army? Are we not, or is Bonnie gonna give us the context to what's going on with Kuma?
Ooh, that's what I fucking want. You know what? Now that you've said all that, it is kind of like,
Are we still jumping around, or are we finally going forward? Have we officially entered the arc?
I would like to say we have, but you know what? That was a pretty weak in between arc. Segment, not gonna lie. The shit's been cool, but I want more jumping around. I really want more jumping around.
You say weak, but maybe that was just the cool off after last week, which was the big fucking cherry on top of that.
Yeah,
there might not be anything else to do now, other than to get context from Bonnie and Vegapunk.
Yeah, true. No, you're absolutely right. There are more people that I want to check in on and everything.
Or this is a referee situation where now what we just saw, we're not going to get any context for a couple of years. We're not going to know what the fuck Sabo. We won't know if Sabo is literally dead or figuratively dead. For a year or two.
This will be his third fucking fake out death. Fuck
and it won't be the last.
I know. Sabo is. Sabo. They need a fucking.
All I know is so after this, let's check in on Twitter. How dumb is Twitter being right now? I'm checking my notes. They're all arguing about who's going to fight who in the end. As if it's not going to be Luffy. Checks my notes.
What?
Has never read another shonen manga before? That can't be right. One Piece is the one most people don't read. One Piece is the exception, not the norm. People are literally arguing about who's going to fight Okainu and fucking, and Emu and shit, and they're like, oh, Sabo will fight this, Dragon's gonna fight this, as if they're not all gonna be set up for Luffy. Shut up.
Honestly, that kind of shit annoys me. We're still a long fucking way from all that.
We are years away.
I mean, honestly,
it's never been more abundantly clear that this is not the last arc, this is the last saga that we've entered.
I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I wouldn't be surprised if Sabo is gonna be the one to fight Akainu, and it's gonna be all like, no, I need to beat you because I still need to fucking kill you for insulting Whitebeard because that's what Ace would want, or something like that. Yeah,
I guess for convenience, but I mean, Luffy's the one with the scar.
True. I mean, like, what is it? Sabo will reach a new level of fucking hotness, and then Akainu in his last moments.
I'm just saying, Akainu is the only one left who can give Luffy a mental battle.
I'm gonna be honest. You know what annoys me? It's like Stampede already did an amazing like send off for Ace in a way, and then the anime did it even better with the fucking Yamato meeting and shit like that. It's like,
I mean, that's what I love best about Yamato. It's
well,
not.
No,
it's not that I'm fucking diehard into Yamato. It's just the fact that
I know you know.
I like Yamato better than Sabo. If we're talking about a spiritual success for the Ace, I like Yamato better. Because Sabo hasn't done shit.
Ivan, legit, put my hand on your shoulder. Hey, I agree with you. Honestly,
but Sabo's just a poster boy for the Revolutionary Army.
But I will say it again. I feel like I said, Yamato was charming in the anime. I always fucking say this, but I also feel like it was mostly heavy lifting on the fact that they are, like, obviously Ace's friend.
Yep.
You know? Like, because honestly, like, Ace was so fucking likable in that, like, episode. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Because he's Ace. Ace was always cool.
Ace was cool.
In that episode, he was always cool.
There was I'm sure you saw the same thing with
Ace's entire characterization is other people having memories about how fucking cool he is.
True.
Ace rarely ever does anything on camera besides sleep and eat, but off camera
and die.
He eats, sleeps, eats pussy, and dies. And then in flashbacks, he's like the coolest guy ever.
I mean, that's what makes him.
And that's still more than what Sabo gets to fucking do.
I feel like I'm using the word correct, but like that's what makes him a fallible and like interesting character because like, you know, yeah, Ace literally takes fucking bait.
Ace is literally the X to Luffy's Mega Man. He's like back in Alabasta. This is how cool you can be someday.
Right?
It's
and Ace was
literally
fucking cool in
he
Alabasta.
looks like, even though they're not blood related, he looks like Luffy for a fucking reason. This is who Luffy could become.
Oh man, Ace was so fucking cool.
And yeah, since then, Luffy has absolutely supplanted Ace. We didn't need Sabo for that.
True. I mean, I don't even hate Sabo. I just wish he had a more cemented place. Oh, I don't know. Like sometimes I really do think this is why I loved Reverie, because we got a lot of different characters' perspectives on events, what's going on, and honestly, I really wouldn't mind it if Oda did want to take arcs to explore other characters doing shit, even for like a little bit longer, because I like seeing Sabo do fucking espionage and everything with his fucking crew of revolutionaries. That was cool. And it's really annoying getting just like for the third fucking time, oh, I'm dead. It's like, oh, fuck off. We know he's not fucking dead. But I feel like that's a good place for us to stop.
Yep, for this week, I think it's the perfect place.
Genuinely disappointed there's no Chainsaw Man this week.
I mean, that's gonna be every other week, man.
I know, but it's like, I didn't get the fucking memo, like, you know, concretely until now. But yeah, My Hero, kind of not a waste of time, but it's just like, oh, come on, do more. And One Piece,
well, we're getting there.
Fuck yeah,
we'll get the ass beam we want.
We got the reveal of a character that we have literally been waiting on for 15 fucking years. In fact, let's see when they were first mentioned a second. I put Vegapunk. Okay, Vegapunk. When was Vegapunk first mentioned? First chapter. Come on. Oh, what the hell? They still haven't updated the One Piece wiki page? Debut, chapter 684. That was a long fucking time ago. Not quite 15 years, but yeah, that was a fucking while ago.
Alright, well hopefully it won't be that long before episodes, right?
Val,
I want you to segue. That was my invitation for you to segue us out this week.
Oh, oh, fuck. I'm up, coach? Fuck. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Hopefully we'll you'll hear from us next week on the podcast as usual. We'll talk about Chainsaw Man. One Piece is taking a break. What's the status of My Hero Academia next
color
week?
spread next week. Another color spread to celebrate the anime.
Cool. Sick. So we're going to be talking about Chainsaw Man and My Hero Academia next week.
And I think that's going to be our last one before the fall anime season.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
It'll be just
What
starting.
are we watching?
Want to preface what we're going to watch?
Yeah. What are we going to be watching?
Spike's Family Part 2, Chainsaw Man, My Hero Academia. Those are the top of my head, but there's more. Oh, Vinland Saga. I think? Or was that the winter? That might be winter. No, you know what? Golden Kamui's coming back.
Oh, is it going to be like the final season or what?
It might be either the final, maybe final season part 1.
And then
because they were in Russia last season, so it might be the final season. Yeah.
Followed by 4 more final seasons.
It's not Mappa. Leave him alone.
Yeah. Oh man, Mappa has just got so much on their fucking plates right now.
They sure do. This bubble will burst either. I'm certain of it. But anyways, yeah, everyone, take care. We'll see you next week.
Ta-ta.
Mind the gap as you exit our podcast safely. Rebuild of Joycast is hosted by Ivan LeRoy and Valentine Stokes. LeRoy's written and directed works can be found on the Joyride Entertainment YouTube channel and the soon-to-be-released original web manga, Paramedic. Val's dulcet tones can be heard in many of your favorite anime and web series, such as Ruby, Death Battle, Tribe 9, Lackadaisy Cats, and more. This episode was edited by Steena Carey, with YouTube version edited by Cody Rock. Music provided by Lofi Geek. Intro and outro narration by Steena Carey. Outro music composed by Michael Pejovich. Logo and visuals designed by Ivan LeRoy. Rebuild of Joycast is produced by Joyride Entertainment and Rock Voice Productions LLC, and made possible thanks to Patreon donations from generous listeners like you. This month's highest tiered Patreon producers are Mr. Host, Austin, Gooner Bear, Jelly Donut, and Fluffy Giggles McCool Kid. If you would like your name shouted out at the end of each podcast, an invite to our private Discord to interact with fans, cast and crew, or early access to all of our content, be sure to check out Joyride Entertainment's Patreon. Links provided in the description. Thank you for keeping Joyride's engine burning.